Day 25 on the Florida Trail. It's a beautiful, sunny, cold day, and it's all wet. All these plants are wet, but that's par for the course. So I'm excited to see what this day is gonna hold. It'll be the last of Bradwell Bay Wilderness, but it'll take me all day to get out of here. I was disappointed I couldn't do more yesterday, but it just didn't have good access for me and my mom to connect. So that's why I have to put in a longer day today. This is already my day. Waters and obstacle courses. So yeah. Muddy feet and wet bottom. But I still want to avoid the water. Because it's not all bad. Okay. And I'm not in the mood to get wet feet yet. It's still pretty cold out. If any of you want to volunteer to clean up the Florida Trail, it would be much appreciated. Yeah, some safari-like conditions. Tall grass. At least the sun's shining. Continuing on with the hike through the Bible, Isaac's health was failing him and his eyesight was very poor. He knew that God had chosen Jacob to receive the priestly blessing, but he stubbornly called Esau to him and said, "Go out into the fields and catch and prepare some savory game, so that my soul may bless you before I die." Well, Rebecca overheard this conversation, and instead of letting God work things out, she called Jacob and she devised a plan whereby Jacob would receive the blessing instead, like he was supposed to. So Jacob got 2 kids from the flock, and she made a savory dish for her husband. What's this all about? Is that a boat over there? Swamp that way. And swamp this way. I guess I just tough it out. It's my early morning dip. Jacob said to his mom, "But Esau is hairy." So she put the skins of the goats on Jacob's hands and neck. And then for some reason she had some of Esau's clothes in her house. So she put those on Jacob so that he would smell like Esau. It is interesting to note that Jacob and Esau were 77 years old. And Esau was married and had 2 wives. So why did his mother have his clothes at her place? So Jacob took his father the food and blatantly lied, saying that he was Esau. Well, Isaac was not convinced. So he had Jacob come near, and he felt him and asked Jacob to give him a kiss, and then asked again if he was his son Esau. And Jacob lied again. So Isaac gave Jacob the blessing. Surely the smell of my son is like the smell of a field which the Lord has blessed. Therefore may God give you of the dew of heaven, of the fatness of the earth, and plenty of grain and wine. Let peoples serve you, and nations bow down to you. Be master over your brethren, and let your mother's sons bow down to you. Cursed be everyone who curses you, and blessed be those who bless you. As soon as Jacob left, Esau came in with his meal. Esau was furious and cried and promised that when Isaac died, he would kill Jacob. So what God had promised, everyone had their own agenda on how they thought it should be fulfilled. Rebecca thought she would help God along in getting Jacob the blessing. Jacob went along with the deceit. Isaac was stubborn and knew that the blessing should go to Jacob, but Esau was his favored son. Esau knew he had sold his birthright to Jacob, but he wanted the blessing to go to himself because of the riches and being head of the household. Oh, this is nice. Oh, there's 2 options here. Isn't that nice? Why don't we have multiple options at other crossings? Anyway, I'll take this. Not too bad. When men set their hearts upon a course of action not in accord with the strictest standards of right, their foolish hearts grow dark. White looks black and wrong looks right. And whenever what God has clearly said to be all wrong appears to be all right, the hypnotic power of Satan is complete. He is the great tempter. This is interesting. This is the tiniest fungi I have seen. And they're everywhere. They're so cute. They look big on camera, but they're actually really tiny. I've been walking for a good 3.5 hours, but haven't videoed very much because this is what I've been walking through almost the whole time. So today is a pretty mundane day compared to what I went through yesterday. Well, I got a bit of a road walk, and now here's my turn. So this is something different now. Hopefully new scenery. Martian camp. Why would they name it Martian camp? It's so nice they give you benches here anyway. What an absolutely sweet trail this is after that boring 8 miles that I just did. And this is called the Sopchoppy River. And I get to follow it for quite a ways. It's pretty special. This sure lifts the spirits. Wow. And it's an actual trail with blazing on it. What a great afternoon. That is very tannic water. Cool. This looks doable. This moss is amazing. So pretty. Oh, a little bit of duck job and I can do it. Florida Trail, you outdid yourself in this section. I can't get enough of this beauty. It's quite up and down too, so that makes it interesting. Reminds me of the Econ Fina section I did, but I like this better. Just refreshing looking. This is Monkey Creek Bridge coming up. So what does it say? Bridge closed. Ford water. That's sad. It's like an amazing bridge. Why would they do that to us? Hey, you monkey. Yeah, there's logs, but they're underwater. Anyway, very pretty. You know what? I'm gonna put those boards on these logs and see if that helps. Ha! I did it. Future hikers can thank me. I just was not in the mood for getting my feet wet. So they're obviously still in the process of building this bridge or repairing it or whatever. Oh well. They could have at least built me a little bridge. Had to build my own bridge. This is really, really cool. Just like an enchanted forest. This is cool. Big old cypress. Can't get over these neat trees in the water. Well, I'm glad this bridge is in good repair. Thank you, bridge builders. Nice. Told you it was the Sopchoppy River. Crossed the bridge for it, and there's my sign. Oh, I can just hop over here, why not? Okay. What? Oh yeah. Somebody's got a nice skookum, whatever you call it, hunting thing, tower. blocks are fun. So what lesson can we learn from the story that I told you today? I question why God allowed this all to happen. But he knows the hearts and he knows the lessons that people need to learn. Because I'm in love with the Sopchoppy, this would be a really special camp. But I don't need to stay here. The river is 0.2 miles away. Anyway, what it all comes down to again is having faith and then obedience, and what God has promised, he will deliver in his own good time. As you can tell, the sun is getting low, so it's time to end my day. 12.5 miles, and I walked them all. Hold on to God, my friends, and let him lead your life. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, this is what I did yesterday, the Bradwell Bay Wilderness, 4.5 miles across here, swamp in there. Dreadful trying to get out of there. You lose your way, so you got to have GPS. Today I started at this trailhead, went up all the way there, all down there. That was really mundane and boring in there. But then this afternoon I followed the Sopchoppy River, and that has been the highlight of my whole Florida experience. So I'm stopping right here for tonight. Tomorrow I'll finish off this trail and stop at this highway, and then we're going to go down to this state park tomorrow night. And when I finish here, I will be out of the Apalachicola National Forest, and I will be very, very happy.